Heyo, it's me. Welcome back to the Space Engineers Let's Play. I gotta tell you, whenever I do these pans, I just pick a random spot and start floating. And then once I pass something cool looking or something, I just start recording. It's not planned out at all, but I hope it still works for you. It's very dark in this room. We gotta figure something out for that. But dudes and peeps and women, if you're watching and you're a woman, I figured out the issue here, okay? I want to show you guys... Okay, I want to show you guys kind of what the problem was. So if we go up into this assembler, right? This is the guy that's kind of up on front. And let's go to here, assembler. Okay, so you see here the nanite factory queuing. This was like this before. And it says, when checked, this will allow the nanite factory to queue components for construction. So the problem we were having was that the nanite factory was definitely set up correctly. The nanite factory was like, oh, I want to use the assembler to get some more parts to weld on, right? If you go down here, wait, where are you at? See, it says use assemblers. So the assemblers have to be marked, okay? And that's what it means. They have to be marked assemblers. So this actually finished. I'm pretty sure if we were to detach this right now, it'll be good to go. The batteries should be fully charged. And that means that this is actually fully functional, fully working. Yeah, it looks like it is good. So it's floating there. Let's see if we can move. Yes, we can move. All right, let's flip over. Let's go up a little bit, which is down right now. Let's flip ourselves over. Okay, looking good. Looking very good. Let's get ourselves out of here. We should have some shielding on us. Let's take a look. Shields. Yeah, it looks like shields is just not shown, but it's there. So yeah, let's press 5. Dude, this is all totally working the same way. Now what are these? What's that number 4 supposed to be? The cam? Looks like the camera was a little weird. Maybe the groups are also not set correctly. Let's take a look. Batteries. The batteries group. Yeah, so it looks like this group is simply... Alright, so the batteries are on, batteries are off. Okay, cool. But this guy, he actually has some ammo too. Why the heck does he have ammo? Well, he only had that much ammo. But look at this! So now we've got like a pod version of the Mohawk, which is really cool. So we can actually keep this guy here. That one, I guess this one is more disposable. So we'll go fight with this guy. Put some ammo in it. And we'll go ahead and fight with this guy. Let's lock our landing gear. Did that lock him in? It did. So we'll fight with this one if there's like a really heavy fight and stuff. And then this one will kind of be our exploration / self-defense ship. So I'll put some ammo in this guy later. Today's goal is to develop another drone that we can kind of quickly mass produce. Won't take very much time at all to do. And I want to see if we can add that to our repertoire. Oi! Still haven't loaded anything into memory. I need to just get all this stuff loaded up before I start recording here. But anyway, let's get ourselves another... Actually, you know, it's really not that tough. It's like a -5, maybe negative 5, -6 on the projector, and that's the only thing you really have to worry about. So I called it factory projector, and that's all that we're going to say. Keep projection, no. And let's see. We're not going to project anything yet, so first we're going to build it and then copy it and project it out, okay? So we'll go ahead and build in here. We're going to make a very, very simple drone, okay? So let's get ourselves a couple of things set up. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to set up a couple of different things that we're going to need for our drone so that I don't end up, you know, totally lost here. We're going to need thrusters. Okay, people, I just wanted to give you a quick heads up. I did add a couple of monitors here just to kind of make this place look a little more full. Those are the Ceiling Monitor and Ceiling Monitor 02 are the models that I use there. So those are just, again, those are part of the consoles mod or something like that. But anyway, we're going to start ourselves off on this drone. It's going to be super, super simple, and I kind of have a decent plan of how I want it to look. It's just going to be a little box with a couple of arms like so. And we're going to go right in the center with those so that they get their little conveyors in the center there. These are conveyors, by the way. That is what that is. And then we're going to do 2 large shields, okay? Because they're this size. Look at that. Bam. And bam. This one might go back by 1. Because we want to put one of these in. Like so. Do we want to do that? I think we want to do that. I think that's what we want to do. So we can get conveyors out the top. Yeah, okay, that's what we'll do. And then we're going to put another shield like so. Now, this is not going to get welded, as you can see. This is very simple, right? It's just a couple of blocks. They don't require any inventory until you actually get in there and get the get them going. But what we'll do is we'll get a little connector on there. Now we're going to need a small to large. You can see where these converters come in handy, right? So, connector like that. For the... Maybe we'll do it on the bottom. We'll do it on the bottom, because this isn't going to have a landing gear. I'm just using that for now as a thing. So, let's go ahead and get this welded up. Now, rather than doing it the old-fashioned way, we're going to take this nani beacon of repair, okay? And we're just going to put that... We'll put it right on top of that cargo box. So, as long as it's touching this, this grid, this small grid here. Now, that's going to start up, and I'm going to go get my oxygen back very quickly. And by the time we get back, we should see that the nanites are going to build that thing. So let me go ahead. Hoit! Talk about freezes. All right. It's funny because if you play enough and you get enough of these freezes, they actually freeze in the same time frame every time. It's kind of funny. But you can see here it's building all by itself, albeit it's not the fastest thing in the world. You got to give it to them. It's not the quickest way to weld stuff up. But when you're just kind of working normally, look at that. It's done. I just went over to get my oxygen, and we're done. Everything's welded up and ready to go. So this guy now has 20,000 shielding. That's 2 times the amount of shielding as my other drone, as my other fighter. But the thing is now that we can actually put on rocket pods onto the front of this guy, like so. Bam. And bam. And we're gonna put on double pods, okay? Double rocket pods. Cause why the heck not? I mean, come on, let's go all out, right? And then we're gonna need, rather than having like a gun or something on the front, we're actually gonna put a turret, which is why we wanted this connector right here. Is that turret gonna have a small? Yes. So that turret is gonna go right there. As soon as we move this, we're gonna have to move that guy up forward a little more. We'll put him on the nose because there's not gonna be anything on the nose. It's gonna all be kind of on the side, so or on the back. All the functional pieces are going in the back. So let's go here with this guy. Bam, and that is not fully placed. That's just that it doesn't have any models. You can see it's not welded up yet. And then these are still getting welded. Okay. So then we're gonna extend the body just a little bit further. Okay. And I'm thinking we're actually going to try to use heavy blocks for armor instead. Let's get heavy blocks. I think having heavy armor is going to be awesome. Again, we haven't used any blocks here yet, so I think if we're going to use blocks, which are probably going to be the weakest of all the things, we're probably going to want them to be heavy. So let's go like this. Let's get them a little bit lighter here so that they actually match. Hopefully those will match. Heavy armor looks like this when you place it. That's cool. Yeah, and of course, you know, we'll have shielding and we'll have all that stuff. So hopefully these drones will take out their target before they have to go through all of their shielding. That would be the goal eventually. And then we're going to take this landing gear out of here once we get thrust. But yeah, so now we're going to get ourselves the functional pieces. So we need an antenna, okay, for a drone. So let's get ourselves the antenna, and let's get the, whatever it's called, remote control. Okay, so there's actually like a way to remote control these things up to 5 kilometers. So if we have an attack on our base, we can just send one of these drones out and control it from right inside this control room. So what we need to make sure happens is that this thing looks like a little keyhole right here, needs to be facing forward, whatever the forward direction of the drone is. So we're going to put it forward like so, and then we're going to encase it because it is the most important piece along with this antenna. We're going to go ahead and encase those in heavy armor. okay? So that we get the most lifespan out of those components possible. And we're just gonna wrap them up as much as we can before it gets, you know, too intense. So we'll go there, that's fine. And then we're gonna take this block and we're gonna go sideways with it and just get the corners. I don't want to have too many blocks here. I want these to be very quick to weld. So that's gonna be it right there. This whole drone is pretty much done. Oh wait, we don't have this thing welded. There we go. Now the nanites should start going. What we can actually do with this is turn these on quickly. And these will weld anything that they have the parts to weld. See, now that's kind of useful. I know that they slow the game down, but it is a pretty quick way to do that. Look at that. It's all done. It's all welded up. Yes. Oh, this is so good. Okay, let's weld that pikeman turret on. Looks good. I think we're missing something. What are we missing? Pikeman? Hello? Oh, needs motors. Okay, I have those. So that is welded. Dude, it looks good. Let's tell that antenna to show the name of the ship and then not have a name. SC-P01 attack drone. Sweet. Okay, so we should be good to go. We should be good to roll. We just need to get this guy blueprinted. We'll take off the battery, blueprint him, and then we'll be good. We're just gonna have to get the ammo into that cargo, which is fine. It's no big deal. So let's get this guy blueprinted. Let's go into creative here and let us copy. Okay, so now we have him copied. I'm gonna press F10, create from clipboard. His name should go right in, SC-P01 attack drone, and we will just call him, or we'll give him this screenshot while he's inside here for once. So we'll go like this. We'll take this screenshot. Attack drone. All right, looks good. And then we fly him out of there. We need to get, oh crap, we should have put gyroscopes before we did that. Hold on. Hold the phone. Whoa. Okay, and we'll put a gyro there, facing down. Doesn't have to face any particular way, but that's just how I want to do it. Oh crap, I'm in creative. Let's get them back out. I don't want to place anything down without paying for it. Hold on. Bam. Bam. Okay, let's weld those. We're missing components, no problem. It would be nice to have the nanites to craft those things for us. What are we missing? Just motors. Okay, looks like I don't have any motors in my system. Let me go grab some motors. Just get those started. And I'll just make a crap ton so that if we need more in the future, we will have them. Oi! Okay. And now, I guess we can actually test one of these drones because they are disposable at this point. As long as we have the materials, which we do, we have plenty. So, yeah, let's blueprint this guy one more time. So copy. Oh, we gotta turn on our creative tools. Okay, and then we're gonna replace the attack drone. Replace with clipboard. Okay. So at this point, we should be able to drive this guy out of here. Let's give him another battery just to kind of run off of for a second. He's probably not going to be super nimble with this one battery, so let's give him 3. Oh, geez, I'm in creative again. Can't believe it. Take this out of here. Go here. Go like that. Just put 3 semi kind of temporary batteries for a second. Okay, he's good to go. And we're going to fly him out. Attack drone, control. Okay, now we're gonna press G. The only thing we need is camera view, and then we're gonna need all of these rocket launchers in a group together. So let's go here. We don't need those. We want the rocket launchers. Okay, we want to group them together as rockets. Save. So now the rockets group is visible, as you can see there. And so now we press G again. We're still technically in the controller here. It's like a pseudo cockpit, okay? So now we go here, go to rockets, shoot once, okay? So now if there are rockets in there, it will shoot them. So let's press 1 to view through the camera. No? Is the camera not working? Is the camera not welded? It is working and welded. Hold on. Let me see here. Camera. You have to be controlling this thing, I think. So control, camera. Yeah, you can't view it? That's weird. You should be able to view. Alright, so let's get me... I want to be careful here because I don't want to crash this guy. I want to get him out of there somewhere. And we'll probably recycle him because he's just kind of the prototype, or we might like hide him somewhere just in case all of our drones get destroyed. But yeah, we can get rid of all this now. Let's get him up here. Control. Isn't this so cool though? Look at this. I'm just driving him. I'm driving him and I'm standing here. All right, he fits. He fits just perfectly. All right, let's press F and get out of that, and then we'll look from here. Actually, let's park him. Yeah, let's park him right in there. Let's go here. Attack drone, control, control. Let's park this bad boy. I'm trying to do this stuff backwards. Okay, so that's that. Good. So let's go over to these batteries, and we'll just destroy them. Don't need him on there. He is now going to be completely just dead. Maybe the camera doesn't have enough battery power or something. Could just be that. Let's take a look when we make a new one. So let's make a new one. Let's do this. Ready? We're gonna make. Oh, don't turn on the welders. All right. So let's go into the factory thing. Oxygen is low again. I wonder if I can make this room here oxygen sealed. That would be so nice, wouldn't it? All right. So we're just gonna see if we can produce this guy a second time, and that's gonna do it for the episode. I just wanted to show you guys how to do this. I'm gonna get my energy a little higher too. Okay, I just want to show you guys how to do this. It's pretty simple. All you need is an antenna on the guy, and then you need an antenna on your base. So we'll have to put an antenna down, but we should be able to control him. Actually, we can control him through this too. I wonder. Let's put an antenna on the base and then try to control the drone with the camera. Oh, let's build one first. Okay, we got to build one that actually has power first. So yeah, they're going to be very disposable. That's the whole idea. We can't access him now because he's got no power. So let's grab ourselves one of these nanite beacons. Projection. And we're going to go in here. I'm going to go to the factory projector. I'm going to go to blueprints. We're going to select the attack drone. See, I have another attack drone that I built on a separate world, but with the same mods. So I might spawn this guy in as well. I think he's too big to fit inside there, though. I think he's too big. Let's take a look. Factory projector. Blueprints. 0. Okay, there he is. So maybe he needs to go 3, positive 3? No, he needs to go, okay, so he needs to go like negative 3. I think he's good there. No, the pikeman turret's going to be in the way. So, okay, when we make these drones, let's make this number like a negative 10. Can we go negative 10? Yeah, okay. So these drones are going to be at negative 10. And the front is going to be that way. So in order to actually get them running, we're going to have to flip them over. So they'll go a little further, negative 11 maybe. We want them so that when they're made, we can just grab them quick and just go. So we want it to be right in the center of the room, ready to go. So negative 12 looks to be right in the center. Perfect. So let's get this guy hooked up like so. We're going to need just a couple of blocks. Oh, not that. This. Okay, so all we have to do is connect a couple of blocks to this. And as soon as these blocks are touching one of the blocks on the projection, bam, you see those light up a little bit? And now that nanite beacon will actually get that stuff welded. So we need to put one of these beacons on that kind of line there. And the nanites should start to craft up all of the ship. So I will time-lapse this. I'm pretty sure it's going to work now that we have our assembler working with the nanite factory. So I'm going to let this go ahead and go, and hopefully the time-lapse works. And I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, just kidding. Apparently something's wrong. Let's take a look. The projection beacon is on. This is on. I wonder what the problem is. Do we have to go in further by one? No, we can't go in more. Why are they not... Do I have to start one block, maybe? What if I start one? Huh. Okay, there goes the nanites again. Do I have this configured wrong again? Because this was working correctly last time. Let's see. It just sends out to repair that one battery. And then does it keep going or does it just stop? Tell me you keep going. Please. I don't want to have problems with you. Ow. He's gonna stop, isn't he? Ugh. Okay, let's figure this out. Maybe it needs to be disconnected, perhaps. But that's not gonna work. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, give me a second. I'm gonna keep working. I'll try to figure it out. I thought I had this figured out, man. Okay, you can see I'm crafting up some arc fuel. This is just a component which is technically a source of fuel. Takes some uranium and some magnesium, I think. Yeah. And this arc fuel here... Where's all the arc fuel? Here it is. So that's all done. Yeah, so this here is going to power an arc reactor, which is... see how it has an X20 there? That is 20 times better than a large reactor. So you can get an X100, which is 100 times better than a large reactor, which is pretty good. So basically that's going to power this guy here. He's on a separate grid because of this landing gear that I covered up nicely with some steel catwalks. But you can see that's a landing gear right there. And that is what's keeping this block on because it's locked, right? You can see it's green in there, just barely, that little green line right there. See that? Lime green. So that means it's locked in there. So this is not going to go anywhere. This projector should be able to be welded. I probably have the stuff in there to weld that. Okay. So let's see. This guy's good to go. So how are we going to find that? Can we even see that? No. All right. So that's not how that's going to work. We're going to go in through here and tell it what to do. So we're going to tell this projector. You can see now this is the factory projector. Okay. We don't worry about the reactor. We don't care. So we're just going to go into here. We're going to project the attack drone. Holy lordy. All right, let's get back into this guy, and we will tell the projector to... Now, we don't have to be quick about this. We can actually take our time here. So now is it going to be the forward offset? No, it's the... That's horizontal. I'm wondering now what the downward offset would be. Oh, okay, so it's -12 that way. So let's try -10 this way now. Perhaps. Okay, so this guy, is he sinking into the floor at all? No, he's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now he is looking up this way like so. So we just have to pull him down 90 degrees once he's made. Now all we have to do is connect this guy, this projector, to one of those blocks, and then tell this one to have the nanite beacon. Okay, perfect. Now the nanites aren't going to do anything here, but they should. If I put this beacon, they should actually come over to here and start welding this stuff. Come on, baby. Please activate. This is what you're made to do. Projecting. Did I turn it off in here? Am I just being dumb? Projection construction. What in the world? Oh. I toggled projection construction. What does that mean? Is it doing now? Please tell me it's doing things now. Yes! Oh, yes, it's finally doing it. Okay, so I had to toggle the projection construction. Okay, if this guy sends out multiple nanites. Oh, yes! Okay, he's sending out a bunch of nanites to do the projection. Wait, what's going on? Tell me what. Don't tell me that these advanced thrust components are going to cause a problem. Please. Oh, he's sending more. These are like little probes. I gotta see what they do. What are they gonna do? Oh, he's building. Alrighty. So guys, I'm gonna actually time-lapse this. Hopefully, I don't have to cancel the time-lapse again, because it keeps getting more awkward. I say, oh, I'm gonna time-lapse this, and then it never actually does anything. So, hopefully the idea would be that this thing will go all the way towards the end, and I don't have to stop the time-lapse. So I'm gonna start it again, and we're gonna just straighten ourselves out here. We're gonna look at this, and we will see. We'll actually look at it from the correct angle, like so. And we'll see if this guy... Nah, we'll go from here. See, now I'm all excited because it's actually welding stuff. Yes! Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing weld up really quickly, and we will be back to do a test drive. Okay, so we have a little bit of an in-between spot now. Of course, I get a freeze the second I move. But, yeah, so this thing is fully projected, or at least the projection has been fully welded. But the projection upgrade that's as far as that goes. So the nanites aren't going to do anything to weld this guy. But I think if we have all the materials, we can just turn the welders on and get this whole guy welded up in like 3 seconds. Let's take a look. Let's see if it happens. Nope. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go home, or I guess when we're done with the episode, I'm gonna have to go through and just queue up like 10,000 of everything, because yeah, this is kind of disgraceful. We don't have all the materials. So I'm gonna time lapse again with a repair beacon, because that's the beacon that we need in order to actually repair the blocks that haven't been fully welded up yet. So let's see if we can just put another beacon on there. Yeah, we can put the second beacon on there. So now this repair beacon is going to ask the nanites, and it should fire up again. Yeah, it looks like it's firing up. So it's going to repair this whole ship, including those little blocks there. But we're going to continue the time lapse here, and we'll just go ahead and watch this bad boy get welded. See now also, as this thing gets welded, these little batteries here are actually being charged. As you can see, the little green bar there means that the battery is charging. And I believe if we go into the panel here, it doesn't look like it's on recharge mode, but that is okay. Maybe we want to edit the blueprint so that those batteries are automatically on recharge mode. But there might be a way to get in there right now and set them to be on recharge mode by the time we get in there. Actually, I think we can. If we go in through here, because this has a control panel on it, and we go to battery, we tell all of these to be on recharge mode automatically. So now this should actually charge up from the generator, because it's all connected to that grid. So yeah, so now by the time this thing is done, at least one of the batteries, that one right there, should be pretty well charged. And we should be able to see some movement and some usability like right away, which is pretty cool. So I'll make an edit to the blueprint definitely, but for now I'll continue the time lapse, and we'll just go all the way until this thing's fully finished. And there she blows. Okay, I think the nanite factory has told me it is done. It has gone ahead and docked itself away. Now these batteries are all on recharge mode. This guy right here just got into its second bar, which means that it is indeed charging. I don't know exactly how much this has of a charge, but the whole point would really be that if we wanted to recharge, we would have to attach like a connector or a merge block to either side of this thing. and have it do that. I think it's a good idea to have a connector on one side, but for now, we're just going to take them for a test drive, and I can do some modifications to the blueprint later. Do some like optimizations to how we're going to mass produce this thing. Because again, this is going to be less of like a mass production thing and more of just like a, you know, oh, is it off now? Okay, we got to turn these all on. So batteries. Yeah, see like this. Batteries has to have a group. So then I can hide that and I'll see batteries. I don't need to see the gyroscopes. Top turret. Where's the other turret? Bottom turret. Okay, and I want to see that. Cool. So, these turrets both need to have an aiming radius of 600, or 800, sorry. They're going to target missiles. They're going to target stations. And everything should be transferred to me and shared with just my faction. If I share with all, then it won't attack any enemies. So, the idea that we have now is we go into batteries and we turn all of them from recharge on to recharge off. And immediately it should be up and running. The camera looks like it does have a red light, so let's go ahead and try by pressing K. Let's go in through... Oh, is the antenna not working? What happened to the antenna? Enable broadcasting. Okay. Now we should be able to grab the grid. Okay, it's not named, which is okay. I think that's because it's part of this grid here, which is no big deal. But yeah, so this guy should be fully ready to be controlled. So let's control him, and let's go into G. All we have to do is put the camera there on view, and then go groups, and put the batteries on 5, recharge on and off. And then weapons and tools, reloadable rocket launcher. I guess we'll put him on... I kind of like having him in a group, though. So let's go to rocket launchers. Perhaps some of the groups didn't save. Oh, wow, I'm calling it that. I want to call it rockets. Okay. So now rockets is a group that we can grab from here. I'm going to tell them to shoot once. Okay. So we are controlling. Let's go into the camera. Yes. All right, sweet. So let's get ourselves going up top here. We want to be able to control this guy from anywhere. All right, so let's head out a little further and look back on the base. Yes. Okay, so we're flying a drone, people. And man, he's pretty nimble to, you know, for not having, I guess because he's so light, he doesn't have a whole lot of things. He doesn't have any ammo, though. So let's get him a little refueling station. I'm thinking, like, right up here or something. You know what? We got to do that next time. We're going to make a drone refueling station next time for up here. That's going to be the goal. But for now, let's go ahead and get ourselves an antenna on the base. Let's make it like a... Ooh, futuristic. What does this look like? Whoa! All right, it's not even that big. Let's do it like here. How's that look? Does that look cool enough? It doesn't have any build things, but this guy should now activate because it notices that there's something to go. Yes, okay, good. So that antenna should get welded up in just a second. I'll help him out a little bit. Can you weld, please? Yes, okay, good. Welded, awesome. So now we're going to go into here, and this is our last thing we're going to do very quickly. Futuristic antenna. We're going to call this temporary mining outpost main antenna, 50,000 meters, and we're going to go ahead with enable broadcasting, sure. Show ship name, no thank you. So what this should do then is it should show our main antenna from 50,000 kilometers away, or 50,000 meters, sorry, which means that we can actually take our beacon, what is this called? Temporary mounting outpost. Which one is that? What is this? I don't know. We're going to take the beacon down to like 10,000 meters. And we'll say mining outpost hangar. Okay. Indoor hangar. Okay. So now that is called the indoor hangar, and we have the main antenna here. We have our small grid 4700 up there. Let's just hop in one of these ships to get ourselves a little bit of oxygen back. Okay, good's good. And yeah, let's fly this guy, shall we? We should be able to go into here, select the other grid, press control, and now we should be, yeah, we are. So let's press on the camera, and it looks like we're controlling them. Oh, this is so good. So all we have to do is fly near the enemy, and it'll automatically shoot them. So that's really good. The last thing I want to do is a range test. So we're going to go ahead. Ooh, was there an enemy over here? I don't have any ammo in this guy, but I thought for sure I saw an enemy. No problems. We're going to go from the main antenna. I want to see exactly... Oh, yeah, it is right there. There's a little guy. I'm going to see exactly how far we need to go. I'm actually going to turn around just to make sure. Yeah, I think we're good. If we can go farther than 5,000 meters, 5 kilometers, I'm going to be so happy. If we can go 50,000 meters, that's really cool. But even so, look at how far away this is already. Like, this is only 3 kilometers. And we're, like, so far away. All right, we going to hit something? No, I think we're good. So we're at 4.2, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5. Here we go. So I'm going to start slowing down a little bit, and I'll keep the dampeners on just so that we know exactly where he is. Yeah, okay, it does look like that's what happened. So we're going to head out and grab him. But that's going to finish the episode off for today. I think what we're going to do next time is set up a better grid of antennas in space so that we can have 10 kilometers of space, 10 kilometers of influence. And I think that's going to be pretty cool. I can teach you guys how to do that. And then we're obviously going to also make our little refueling station, which should be very, very easy. It's mostly going to be aesthetic. All we got to do is just hook up the conveyors, and we should be having no problems. So let me go ahead and grab him. Whoa, we're going very fast indeed. And all we need to do is just drive him close enough. Jeez, slow down, mister. All we need to do is just drive him close enough to be within range, and then he should be totally fine. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave it a like. Really helps out the channel, really helps me out. Makes me feel good about making videos for you guys. So if you enjoyed, make sure you tell me that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to just drive this guy back here. Hopefully he doesn't crash.